हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी की प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, हमारी और मैन्युफैक्चर्ड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, वो आगे किस तरह से बढ़ें, इस बारे में मैं विशेष रूप से कहना चाहूँगा कि सरकार एक कंजीनियल एनवायरनमेंट तो बना सकती है, मगर सरकार स्वयं व्यापार अब नहीं करती है। व्यापार करने के लिए हमें जो व्यापारी समुदाय है, समूह है, जी हाँ, और इसीलिए मेरा तो विशेष रूप से आग्रह होगा जो CII है, फिकी है और दूसरे बड़े बड़े एपेक्स बिजनेस चैम्बर हैं, जी हाँ, उनको एक मिलकर, एक उनमें स्पर्धा है वो ठीक है, मगर मिलकर एक ऐसा एक्शन प्लान।
President delegation-level talks right now underway in Abuja as Prime Minister Modi is on the first leg of his three-nation tour, and this is of course a three-nation tour to Nigeria, Brazil and Guyana. And right now he's holding a meeting with Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, as you can see on your screens live, which was coming in from Abuja. And remember, the Prime Minister is on a very important visit, and he's also, Nigeria is all set to honor Prime Minister Modi with the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. That is an award. Queen Elizabeth is the only foreign dignitary who has been awarded this GCON award in 1969, and after that it's going to be Prime Minister Narendra Modi, viewers, and this will be the 17th such international award being conferred to Prime Minister Modi by a country. And Prime Minister Modi, remember, was welcomed by the Indian diaspora with songs, with Vande Mataram, and right now, as we speak, these are visuals coming in from Abuja, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting the President of Nigeria. An important visit. He has been welcomed. And this is Modi's, remember, first ever visit to the West African region. Senior Executive Head Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the broadcast for more. It's a 5-day visit to Nigeria, Brazil and Guyana. And Prime Minister Modi is all set to be, conferred with the GCON award, the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, Abhishek. And how important and how significant are the is the relationship between India and Nigeria, Abhishek?
Well, the relationship is very significant. Like India is the largest democracy in the world, Nigeria is the largest democracy in Africa and continent. And remember the kind of push to Africa India gave with the membership of the African Union in G20 last year when India was presiding. And this G20 summit, which kickstarts tomorrow, African Union would be taking part as a full member of G20. And overall, the South push, the global South push that India has given, India's engagement with the larger community of African nations is a part of that. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi becomes first Prime Minister in the last 17 years to be visiting Nigeria. It's a very thriving people-to-people relationship, and even more thriving business relationship now emerging with almost $27 to $30 billion worth of annual trade taking place between the two sides. And the people-to-people connect, of course, goes back decades and more. There are not many students in Nigeria who, during their career, have not engaged with one or the other teachers from the Indian community, or Nigerian who has not been treated by an Indian doctor or a nurse, and that really shows you the kind of contribution that the Indian community and the diaspora has made to Nigeria. That really got reflected, for example, when on the arrival of Prime Minister, he was handed over the keys symbolically of the city of Abuja by the mayor there, and there are going to be some memorandums being to be signed between the two sides. As of now, the restricted format talks happening, and then there would be the larger delegation-level talks, after which Prime Minister, of course, is going to be conferred the Grand Commander of the Nigerian Forces or Grand Commander of Nigeria award. Now, this is something which was last given to someone from outside Nigeria way back in the 1960s or 70s to Queen Elizabeth, and that really gives you an idea of the kind of happiness that the Nigerian nation is feeling and hence expressing by bestowing this honor on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And that really also underscores the manner in which the Modi government and India have engaged with the larger African community over the last few years. In fact, on his way back from Brazil, Prime Minister would be going to Guyana, and there he's going to be participating in the India CARICOM summit, which is the Caribbean community having their annual summit with India. And that's also another example of how Indian diplomacy has made broad outreach to all geographies around the world. And there also he's going to be given an award, and that again underscores that would be the 18th highest civilian honor being given or bestowed to the Prime Minister. And that also, in a way, reflects on how Narendra Modi personally has brought in the kind of energy and commitment to these individual relationships. So if you look at much of West Asia and Saudi Arabia and the UAE and Bahrain and Oman, everyone, they have given their highest civilian honors to the Prime Minister. And now Nigeria, essentially a Muslim majority nation, but again, very multi-religious, multi-ethnic, vibrant democracy. And the manner in which Prime Minister is being received, they are really indicative of the kind of global standing India has attained of late.